There are no prizes for guessing that Afrobeat has played a pivotal role in elevating the mood of music lovers. As such, it is essential to know how it came into being. People often wonder how musical artists, especially on the continent of Africa, utilize the profundity of Afrobeat to lyrically connect people. Afrobeat is an enjoyable admixture of Western musical styles and West African strings, which is focused on chanted vocals, complex intersecting rhythms, and percussion. It was influenced by highlife, which originated from Ghana in the 1920s, but it was fine-tuned and reintroduced to Africans by the legendary Nigerian musician, instrumentalist, and bandleader Fela Kuti and his friend Tony Allen, with the inclusion of their Africa 70 band in the 1960s. They were responsible for the integration of other West African beats into the existing one. Fela and his band popularized Afrobeats in Nigeria and overseas. Indeed, it is a fascinating variety of music that took the world by storm when it was introduced, and remarkably, it is still used by the new generation of entertainers to promote Africa on the international stage. It is commonly described as West African rhythm laced with elements of jazz, soul, funk, and lyrics. Fela discovered Afrobeats when he traveled abroad to study music in 1958 instead of medicine. There, he was introduced to jazz. Thereafter, he came back to Nigeria and built a band, but they were not so successful. He embarked on a trip alongside his bandmates to America, where he met Sandra Smith, who introduced him to prominent Black American figures such as Martin Luther King Jr., Angela Davis, Jesse Jackson, and his idol, Malcolm X. These people shaped Fela's style of music because they embodied the social change he wanted to portray in music through the Black Panther movement. Fela and his band Africa 70 used music to castigate the injustice in both the military and democratic systems of government. The foregoing is the reason why Fela is still considered to be one of the most influential musicians in the world. Afrobeat influenced some notable jazz musicians like Roy Ayers, Randy Weston, Branford Marsalis, and Brian Eno. Additionally, it has influenced notable Nigerian artists such as Burna Boy, Big Wiz, Davido, Tiwa Savage, and so on and so forth.